We just had practice one, wet session. We didn't really want to go push the car, but we got some laps in, shake the car down. Ended up P1 in the session. I don't think everybody was pushing, so looking pretty good, but practice 2 will be interesting, and we'll see where we're at. Car it's kind of hard to tell with the half wet session, so we weren't trying to push it too much, but car feels solid. We did some testing. Testing went really well. So excited for practice 2 and then qualifying later today.
I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body right.
So done with day 1, doing a little track walk. Had qualifying a little bit ago. Went pretty well. Throughout the day we were just trying to optimize setup and see where we could get the M4. We kind of knew going in we were going to have a little trouble with the Supras, just cars fast and you got fast drivers in those cars. So a little tough to compete on peak pace. We're hoping, the BMW always races real well. So yeah, tomorrow we'll see what we can do in the race starting P4. And yeah, should be fun.
Hey guys, it's Kel Fortenberry, team principal at Thunder Bunny Racing. We're bringing the M4 from another series. Got it ready for this VP Challenge race today. Did a lot of work on the car, testing with the Michelins, getting the car compliant for the rule set here. It's a little bit different. Different camber settings, different tire pressures. Got it all working pretty well. Alan's got good pace, maybe not quite enough for the Supras. We have one of those back home. Thought about dusting it off, but anyway, I think we got a good package together, and we should have a successful race 1 today. So a quick look at some of the things we found in testing. This is the first time we've had the M4 at Road Atlanta, so the team has tried different springs, different ride heights. Those are regulated by the series, different camber settings, different tire pressures, all that just to get the car to perform well and be fast, not only for a couple laps during qualifying, but the entire length of the race. We're going to do a 45-minute race today, and we need it to be just as fast at the very end as it was on lap 3. So with the GT4 car, we're running a 2-way KW Motorsports damper. It's very responsive, so just a couple clicks and the driver is going to notice a big difference. We're trying to get the car to be controlled in high speed. We got a little bit of aero on this car, not much. The wing's adjustable, the ride height, the rake, that all is going to play into how the car performs in the high speed stuff, and then getting that mechanical grip out of the damper. A lot of fine changes there just to make sure that the driver likes the way it handles, but also that it's the fastest way around the racetrack. All right, so to get this car ready to come race in IMSA, we had to put these number panels in the quarter panels, and then we put in some data logger systems. The series is going to look at the boost pressures, other engine data, and just make sure that we're not doing anything that's not allowed. They want to make sure that the cars are all in the equal playing field. They have a balance of performance. And if one car is going a little bit faster than another, they'll make sure that we keep this a race between the drivers and not something, down the back straight. Somebody's got a lot more speed. The guys made some really nice looking brackets for all the electronics. So this whole bezel was designed and 3D printed by our team. Just makes the interior look nice, clean, finished look.
There behind him, Tunho pulls the trigger at the apex of 12, racing in VP race.
Full-seater Tunho, purple number 31 at the front of the field. Then we get to the next two classes all coming through in a big bunch. And when they start to overlap, that's when things are going to get very interesting.
Make that hesitation. You really need to think, I just need to back out. My first thought was probably the correct thought. Contact happens. Good battles now in GSX.
Yeah, that's for the lead in the class. Kiko Porto, who also clinched the title by starting this race in GSX, actually dropped back behind Stephen Clemens on the first lap, but he's now back in front. So Porto in the white number 8, and it's the red number 76 of Clemens who sits a really strong second. Then Alan Patton making his season debut in the picture as well, and he's nipping at the heels of the top two.
We're about to find out.
Yes, we are, and I suspect it's the latter. Nothing to lose. Let's just go for it. Don't have to think points for the first time all season long. That said, no one's been able to match Tunho's pace.
Car off in turn 12 at the exit, picks up some signage, gets it back to the racetrack. No harm, no foul there as far as damage to the car, but that signboard's going to need to come off, and that was close right there. It is the number 93 BMW, Bill Kane. What he needs to do is get off the debris on the racetrack. We've got this car off to the side. Let's be smart about this. And a problem for Stephen Clemens.
Wow, this is one of the front runners in this class. He was
contact.
Yep, second place, and it's definitely left rear.
I say contact. It's some type of a toe link on the left rear, I believe. I would think that would have happened. Or it's a tire and a toe link. It looks like typically that happens from contact.
Yep. I would agree with that assessment. I'm not sure who he was running around at the time.
Just got done with race 1. Ended up finishing P2, which is definitely more than I could have hoped for with the disadvantage we had against those Supras. Seeing it up close, it was pretty crazy. So super ecstatic. I think we were hoping for like P5, and P2 is a little better than that. So excited for race 2, and let's do what we can there.
For second place finisher in the Thunder Bunny Racing from San Jose, California, Alan Patton.
All right, so finished up with race 1. Just going to go over how it all went. From my point of view, the strategy going in was just try to hang with the Supras. We know they had quite a bit of pace on us that we couldn't really control. So biggest thing was just run our race, run a clean race with the best pace we could come up with. The team did some setup changes between qualifying and the race that really worked out nice. So I was able to hold on to the tire, just drive clean and try to keep the car under me, and it ended up working out pretty well.
Yeah, so exactly that strategy was to keep the tires on the car for the duration of the whole race, and Alan did a great job not killing them in the first few laps while we're still waiting for pressures to come up. From outside the car, we were down in the pit box. We saw a few caution laps this race. There was some chaos with some of the drivers hitting some signs and making full laps with the Michelin board stuck to the front of the car. So once we got all the debris cleaned up, we had some great restarts. Just didn't quite have the pace on the back straight for the Supras. So struggled a little bit there. Unfortunate for our friends over at BSI, they had a puncture or a flat, the left rear went down. So we were, trying to stay close to them, and they had to make a unplanned pit stop for that tire. That put us in a great position. We were then P3. We got a pass coming down the hill in turn 12. That got us to P2. and Alan was able to hang on to that position for the last 10 minutes of the race, and yeah, walk away with some trophies. So that's pretty cool.
I had a little Supra sandwich, so I find myself having trouble getting away from that car one way or another.
Ancora!
Let's go have fun.
Once again for the renegade master.